Today, the strongest person in the opposition is not Benjamin Netanyahu, it's Itamar Ben-Gvir. Ben-Gvir's message is simple and violent. He says no to a democratic state, no to liberal values, no to moderation, and no to the rule of law. Only racial nationalism. This message has come at a dangerous moment because Netanyahu knows that if Israel remains a liberal democracy, then he won't be able to cancel his trial. So he's completely dependent on Ben-Gvir.
Israel's incoming interim Prime Minister Yair Lapid has kicked off his election campaign with strong words against opposition leader Benjamin Netanyahu and Itamar Ben-Gvir, who heads the far-right Utzma Yehudit party. With the government's collapse, Israel is heading to its fifth round of elections in 3 years.
I truly hope that in the coming months, after elections, that we will have a stable and moderate unity government that will protect Israeli democracy.
Lapid and Gantz spoke at the Israel Democracy Institute's Eli Hurwitz Conference, an annual event on socioeconomics. The Eli Hurwitz Conference is taking place here at the Orient Hotel in Jerusalem. It brings together some of the leading Israeli politicians and thinkers. One of the topics was the labor market in the Arab sector, which was hard hit by the COVID-19 pandemic. Last fall, the Israeli government approved a $10 billion plan to help develop the sector both socially and economically. Though Arab women's workforce participation keeps rising, Arab men are the ones currently falling behind.
In the past decade, Arab women's employment rate doubled. But at the same time, the employment rate for Arab men has dropped dramatically. We have dropped from a 72% to 60% participation rate, and this is from before the pandemic. There are many reasons for this. One of them is that higher education and graduation rates for men have gone down.
One researcher said the issue is systemic.
The Arab sector is still not receiving what it needs in terms of financial allocations due to many years of discrimination. This discrimination has led to Arab municipalities being very weak. And even when they manage to receive money, they might not be able to use it because they're understaffed and don't know how to issue calls for proposals.
Others at the conference argued that it's Israel's political instability that's to blame for many of the country's socioeconomic ills, and that never-ending elections are bad for business.
Election is actually uncertainty, which is very bad to the economy. We don't like it, but this is democracy, and we need to deal with it.
For us, running now into election is a big problem, and we're very afraid that, with every election there could be some kind of populistic decision, some election economy, etc. And we're really frustrated by this.
From Jerusalem, Maya Margit reporting for the Media Line.